They used to say there were women who could leave themselves behind. Not die, not vanish, just step out. In the old stories, witchcraft wasn't all smoke and curses. Sometimes it was domestic, quiet, practical. A woman with a long day behind her, finding a way to move lighter through the night. This one was told across the north, by hearths, by stiles, and by people that didn't swear it was true, but they didn't laugh either. They said some witches could slip their skin. Not transform, not dramatically. They would unfasten themselves the way you'd shrug off a coat. Carefully, respectfully, skin folded and set aside, kept warm, kept safe. What went out after that wasn't quite human. Something leaner, quicker. A shape that moved like breath over fields and lanes where no one had business walking after dark. Sometimes it looked like a hare, sometimes a fox, and sometimes just a movement that your eye could settle on. Now, old folk didn't argue about which. They just knew it wasn't right. The danger wasn't the wandering, it was the return. Because the skin didn't always stay hidden. Sometimes it was found by someone up early, or someone restless, or someone who knew the stories and thought that they were ready for proof. Not everyone meant harm. Some moved it by accident. Some touched it out of fear. Some hid it, thinking that they were protecting themselves. And some, in older tellings, did it on purpose. They believed that if you held the skin, you held the woman. If the skin was taken or damaged or destroyed, the witch could return, but not properly. And in every telling, there was a woman that people pointed to. Not named, not written down, just the one it happened to. In one village, they said that she withered the moment that she tried to step back into herself, as if the body knew what had been done, even if no one wanted to admit it. In another place, they said that she screamed herself hollow, as if the shape came back, but the person inside had nowhere left to stand. And in some tellings, they say she lived on, thinner, quieter, still there, but never quite fitting her own life again. That's why endings never match. Because stories like this weren't trying to describe magic. They were trying to describe what happens when a woman's life is handled by other people. The skin isn't just a trick. It's privacy. It's autonomy. It's the part of the person that only works if it's left alone. And the damage never had to be deliberate. Curiosity was enough. Fear was enough. The belief you had a right to interfere was enough. That's why stories don't end with fire and punishment. They end with someone being diminished, changed, still present, but altered by what was taken. So when people told this tale, they weren't warning you about witches. They were warning you about what happens when you take away someone's way of being themselves and then expect them to return unchanged. And if you ever come across something folded neatly where it shouldn't be, you best leave it exactly as it is, because some things need their skin to find their way back. That's Giles Narrates. And until next time, mind where you walk and what you leave behind.